What's going on, family? Today I'm gonna teach you guys how I made 30K in November of 2022 in my resume writing and coaching business. So usually at the end of the month, or really at the beginning of the following month, so say December 1st, I run a report and I look at usually 4 numbers, right? So how many people booked appointments, how many people showed up to the appointments, what's our average order value, and then how many customers we actually attained at the end of the month. Using these 4 numbers, I get a sense of if my sales process is really working, because on average, I think industry average is about 60% show up rate. So think of every time somebody books an appointment, right? 6 out of 10 people are showing up to the appointment, which is okay, right? I think a good rate would be anywhere between 70 to 80%, where 8 out of 10 people are showing up to the appointment. That gives your sales team a better opportunity to close deals because they're talking to more people, right? So my goal is, honestly, let's say we book 100 meetings in the month, and 70% people show up. That's 70 people that show up. And then our industry average close rate is about 30%, but in November we did about almost 40%. So 70 divided by 40%, probably like what, 30 people? Because 70 divided by 50% is 35, so yeah. So about 30 people we actually close deals with. So that's about 1 customer every single day. And our average order value is about $900 per person. So that could put you at like $29,000 to $30,000 in that month. And we use ShopPay and Stripe to actually collect payments. ShopPay is powered by Shopify, which is also the ShopPay is powered by Affirm, which is a buy now, pay later system. So buy now, pay later is allowing our customers to have flexible payment options. So I can tell a customer, hey, you can split our payments over 4 weeks with no interest, or they can split it over 12 months with little to no interest, which allows them to put 0 down a day, first payment due in 30 days, especially in this resume writing and career coaching space. It gives a lot of people that might have been laid off or don't necessarily have the funds but want the result that we can offer, gives them flexible options to put it on a credit card or maybe a debit card, whatever the case may be, okay? And then using those flexible payment options, we get paid up front. So next day, you're getting your money, and then the customer pays back Affirm or whoever that third-party provider is. So highly recommend looking into buy now, pay later options for your business. You got Affirm, you got Klarna, Afterpay, I think Sizzle is another one I've heard of. All of them do the same thing. Just figure out which one is best for your business and how you want to integrate it with your payment processor that you're using currently. And then next, what I will say on how we generated these booked appointments and sales in the month is cold outreach and LinkedIn. So I'm very big on cold email. Cold email is not dead. Email is the best, honestly, one of my best platforms to acquire new customers because most likely everybody's checking their email, like email and text. And then we also boost our social equity or social authority with LinkedIn. So we push out content on LinkedIn, and then we also show people our case studies or testimonials to boost our social proof that, hey, you're not the first person that we actually, help achieve this result that we say we can do for you. So in my email thread, I might say, hey, John, I found your information on LinkedIn. I see you just been laid off from X company. At Spark Your Resume, we're on a mission to help everyone in the world find meaningful work. We've helped 500 plus managers, directors, VPs, and C-suite professionals just like you land their dream job in 90 days or less without applying for jobs online. I would love to learn more about your career goals and where you're at in your career right now. Would you be open to speaking with my team within the next few days? And then I put a PS at the bottom that drives traffic to our website customer stories on our website. So it actually boosts our social authority and social proof to show John that I'm not just talking fluff in my email. We've actually done the things we say we've done, and we have testimonials to prove it. So as John he clicks on that link and sees our case studies. On my case studies page, you'll see that I have my call to action as book a strategy call. So now that it's the same goal, right, that I had in my email was to get John to respond and say they want to book a strategy call, is the same exact goal on my website. You got to treat your business as a funnel. Everything you do is a funnel. And one other thing I want to mention is we try to stick to one call to action. So a lot of people on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, whatever, they have multiple call to actions in their post. You confuse your audience that way. So make one post if you're trying to drive traffic to your YouTube channel. Hey, watch the YouTube video. If you want people to like it or share it, great. Just say, I want to share this post, right? If you're giving them one thing to do, they're more inclined to do it. If you give them 5 things to do, now they got to make a decision. Decision fatigue is a thing. People they get tired by the fact that they have to make so many decisions in their life. It's real. Look it up. And that's another thing where we only have three packages, right? It's like low, medium, high ticket offers. So we're giving people like an anchor, right? So our highest package is like $5,000 to $7,500. Our middle package is like $2K, and our lowest package is $500. So now people are making a decision like, oh, man, what's the difference between the $2,000 and the $7,500? Like, it got to be one crazy difference because we're offering so much value in the $7,500. Now they're contemplating if they should buy the higher or the middle package, but most people don't want to be the lowest, and everybody don't want to be the highest. They're going to buy the middle one. So you put your best package or the package you really want to sell a lot of in the middle at a reasonable price, like not too high away from the low package, but just enough to where they really do have to make a decision on whether or not they're getting the middle package. And that's how you sell more products and services in your service-based business, B2B business, by anchoring your pricing and your offers to where people have to make a decision on 3 tiers only. And that's how we really made 30K in November of 2022. Just looking at my data, we booked appointments with our ideal customer. We send out 24-hour reminders, 1-hour reminder, and 5-minute reminders for them to show up to the meeting. And then once they show up, if they don't close, if my sales rep, I have them do 3 things. They mark the people that showed or no showed if they show up to the meeting. So they mark show if they show up to the meeting, no show if they don't. If they mark show, great. It doesn't do anything in the system. If they mark no show, then it sends automation to get them to try to reschedule the meeting. So I have automation set up. If it's no show, it marks them as a missed appointment. So now it's saying, hey, John, I see you missed your appointment. Would you like to reschedule? Send them a text and an email, right? Now we're trying to get them back on a booked appointment or when they want to reschedule, right? That's also increased our show up rate. Next, if they do show up to the meeting, then we want to, identify their pain points. So on the sales call, the first 2 things we ask is based on our results, right? Are you looking to transition into a new role, right? And then secondly, are you looking to do it within 90 days? Because our offer is helping you land your dream job in 90 days or less. I can't help you land your dream job if you're not looking for a new job. And I can't help you land your dream job in 90 days or less if you're not looking to transition into a new role within 90 days, right? So my sales team is asking those 2 questions based on the offer that we have, right? And then once we come after that, then we go into their pain points. And this is the one question that allows that opens the floodgates for prospects to start talking about their pain points. We ask them, well, what are some of your main challenges when it comes to transitioning into a new role? Boom, that one question, man, I've been searching for a job for 6 months. I can't do this. I've been doing this. My LinkedIn sucks. My resume is terrible. I don't know how to connect with decision makers. I've been applying. They just telling me everything in the world. And now I'm using that against them at the end. Well, why is your resume important, right? And then you're asking the question why, or what's the purpose of that? Like, what's the purpose of having a good resume? And then ask them, what's the purpose of you outsourcing, right? Building your professional brand versus doing it yourself. And now they're telling themselves on why they need to buy your package. Oh, I don't think I can do it myself. Perfect. Now I'm selling them on the opportunity of working with us because they just told me they don't feel like doing it themselves, right? So now when pricing comes up, then I can argue with them like, hey, well, you just told me you can't do it yourself. So if you don't buy this, right, then you're not going to be able to get the result that you want, right? And then you ask them questions like, what's the purpose of having a resume? Now they're going into, it's because I need a new job. Okay, what's the purpose of having a new job? Oh, well, I need to make more money for my family. What's the purpose of making more money for your family? Oh, well, now I need little Johnny in soccer. Well, now we went from what's the purpose of having a resume to little Johnny need to go to soccer practice. So now in my sales calls, I'm going from, okay, if you don't get this package, little Johnny can't go to soccer practice. How important is it to you to get little Johnny in soccer? Because if you don't do this, little Johnny's not going to be able to play soccer. And now it's bigger than my packages, my service. It's more about them. I'm making them the hero. Because now they're the hero because now they did something to put little Johnny in soccer. which is really their ultimate goal. It's not getting a new job, it's to put little Johnny in soccer. But you'll never know that it was to put little Johnny in soccer if you don't ask what's the purpose of doing this. So ask more questions, like literally ask more questions. That's the best thing you can do on a sales call. If you're asking them questions, they can never be in defensive mode. The person that's on defense always has to explain themselves. The person that's on offense will forever win because they have the ability to score. So you always want to stay on the offensive side in sales because it puts you in the ability to close deals, puts you in position to close deals. So ask deeper questions, ask people what's their purpose of actually doing the things that they want to do. And you'll start uncovering the deeper layers of why they need the things you offer. And I think that's really how we close deals at 3 out of 10 people that we talk to. And I'm trying to even, get that to 5 out of 10 people. It's always loopholes. Like every deal isn't gonna close. You might have people that just can't afford it. The payment plans don't work, things like that. Like one bottleneck in our business is just payment plans. They don't get approved. I can't really do much if they don't get approved, right? It just can't happen. We don't want to take that risk for our business to put them on our own payment plan, things like that. So we'll have to let that customer go, or they got to pay in full. They can pull out a credit card, put on a credit card, whatever. But they can't qualify for the payment plan, so it's just a lost deal, right? And that only happens, we usually convert about 8 out of 10 people that sign up for payment plans get approved. So it's not bad, but those 2 deals do matter if you're only closing like 30 deals a month, right? So that's an extra $2,000, maybe even $10,000 depending on the package that you sell. So it's really important, but that's a whole problem in itself that you really just can't fix necessarily. So just keep that in mind when you are talking to prospective customers, that they do have to qualify for these payment plans to actually move forward with your services. And the payment plans are based on like their credit score mainly. And that's really how they get approved. But I would say the main takeaways is making sure that you have a proven client acquisition system, right? You have your ideal customer pretty much dialed in. So who you're targeting, what they do, what's their pain points, why they need your product or service. Make sure you're actually reaching out to them via cold email, building a relationship on LinkedIn. Get them to schedule a call, maybe offer value such as a valuable lead magnet, maybe a free training, an ebook, webinar, whatever the case may be, to get them to like understand what you do and how you plan on solving their issues. And then once they do that, they're more inclined to book a call with you. They book a call, you warm them up with like a drip campaign. So we send people like customer testimonials. Actually created like a career services menu now that we send out with like testimonials, pricing, all on one like PowerPoint slide, which also has helped us convert a lot more than having people go to a website and having to like search for different things and click on different tabs. I put everything in one centralized location, which they can see everything in 11 pages. They can go through on Canva. And you just share the Canva link. You don't got to send out a PDF. They click the link and it opens up, and they can just click next on the next page to see, the whole menu. And then from there, we get on sales calls, do our thing, like I just explained, and close deals. Now, if we don't close the deal, we put them in a follow-up campaign, right? So a follow-up campaign is we have about 8 to 10 emails that go out over the next 45 days to build the relationship with the client. I've literally seen us close deals with people that we talked to 6 months ago because we have the follow-up campaign, then we have the nurturing campaign. So the nurturing campaign is like evergreen content like this, content that I might post on Twitter, content I might post on LinkedIn that will never get old. So I can send you a post from 2002, as long as it's relevant today. That's evergreen content, right? That we're staying on top of mind with our ideal prospects every single week via cold email. And then I do like a 30-day check-in text, like, "Hey John, this is Leander from Spark Your Resume. Just wanted to check in to see how your job search is going." And I've literally got positive replies from them. "Hey, I'm still searching. Would love to chat with you guys again." Right? And now we're booking meetings with people that we talked to 30 days ago, but all of that is automated. So that's a whole nother episode about the systems and things. Let me know if in the comments y'all want me to drop some gems on systems we use to build our businesses. I'll most definitely do an episode on that because there's a lot of different systems you can use, but I think having the right systems for a specific type of business is very, very important. So I'll do another episode on the systems if y'all want me to. drop a note in the comments if y'all want me to, put some info out about the systems we use to build our businesses, and I'll most definitely do that for y'all. But having that system in place allows us to stay in contact with ideal customers, right, and close more deals. And then from there, it's just booking meetings and showing up to the meetings and getting people to buy. And then after that, it's onboarding, right? And then onboarding comes in because you have to, really verify the things that you promised on the sales call. So I told them they're gonna do this, I told them they're gonna do that, I explained the process, now it's time to execute. So now we do onboarding calls to make sure clients are comfortable, they get access to like all of our information, documents, client questionnaires, client portal, right, in a 30-minute onboarding session to where now I boosted their confidence on what they just bought, right? It's not like, oh, we didn't show up to the onboarding call, and I get on my team's ass about showing up to onboarding calls. Because like, bro, if you don't show up to the onboarding call, the first meeting, now I just lost my confidence. It's like, what the hell did I just buy? These folks just played me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident in the process anymore. But now that you showed up, we did our career coaching call, we went through the process, you got me acclimated to your systems. Now I'm more confident in the process and ready to work with you guys. So fine-tune your onboarding process is most definitely important. And I would say making an experience for your customers. Like when they get an email from us, onboarding, I got like a little banner, like welcome to Spark Your Resume. We're happy to have you, customize, first name, last name, all that good jazz. And then just, making it one hell of an experience for them because people remember how you make them feel. So they're going to go share that with their friends, share that with their families. And now we're getting referrals by word of mouth. So that's my blueprint on, how to build a sustainable business and kind of like the sales process and funnels on how to close deals. Hope y'all enjoyed it. See y'all in the next episode. Peace.